Hello everybody, this is a course walkthrough for CNT140. Just remind everybody this class will be taught in a hybrid online fashion where we do the lecture portion of the class online, but some of the labs will be done in the classroom. We'll have scheduled Zoom meetings some weeks during the regularly scheduled class hours. Won't be every week. You will get an announcement typically when we're going to have a Zoom meeting. Lectures will mostly occur on Monday evening starting at 5:30 p.m. I talk more about this in the welcome message and presentation, so if you haven't watched that, please go ahead and do so. Okay, before we begin, I want to make sure everybody knows about how to configure notifications. It's really important, for example, that you get notifications of announcements through your email or text. I know some students already have this set up, but not everybody does in my experience. So what you're looking at here on the screen is the instructor view. I'm going to change that shortly, but in order to demonstrate the notification settings, I needed to be in this view. So when you're logged onto the course, or actually logged on to any Canvas course, what you can do is go to your account on the left-hand side, click there and go to notifications. As you can see by the key here, you can decide when to get notifications, if at all, for various course activities. The check mark means that you want to be notified right away. The clock icon means that you want to have a daily summary sent to you. The calendar icon means a weekly summary. So what I'm most interested in, and you can set your notifications however you want for these various activities. I'm mostly interested that you get announcements in a timely manner, because if there's something to talk about, a change in schedule or a Zoom meeting that's been scheduled, anything like that, you want to get that right away rather than having to wait to log into Canvas and click on announcements. So you can choose whichever item is green. That means that's the selected notification preference. So for announcements, you can choose to be notified via your cell phone, via text, or an email address. I wouldn't bother with push notifications unless that's what you really want. But whichever you choose, I would select the right away option so that you don't have to wait till the end of the day to get the announcement, because there might be some announcements that are important for you to see as soon as possible. So I've got the cell phone number, text option, and the email address both selected as notify me right away. And you can choose one or both of those. I would have at least one of them selected for right away. Okay, we're back in the course, and I've changed it to student views, so what you see on your screen here is what you'll see when you're logged in as a student. So here's your navigation pane over here, and like I said, when you click home, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see this page. Okay, I want you to read this page as it explains the basics of navigating this course. A few of the highlights: you can click this modules link, and the modules page is your basic guide through the course. It has the important Start Here module, which contains the calendar and syllabus, and there's also within the modules a module for each week of the course. The week start and end dates can be found at the bottom of this page. If you scroll down, you'll see the weekly calendar. So week 1 starts today, that's October 12th, and it ends Sunday, October 18th at midnight. And there's 9 weeks to this semester. One of them is Thanksgiving week, but there's enough material in this course that you're going to have to do some work during that particular week. Okay, there's a number of ways to get to the modules. Clicking this link, clicking the modules and navigation, you can click Start Here, just to show you, and it will bring up the modules page. All right, and just a real quick look through, there's the Start Here module, and then week 1, week 2, and so forth. All right, going back to the home, we'll look at modules in more detail in just a minute. So let's continue with the navigation. So we talked about the modules button. The assignments button brings you to all the assignments for the course. Now, I would prefer that you don't click on the assignments from the assignments page. You can, obviously, but they're just in one big long list here. And if you click on the assignments from the modules page for each week, then you'll know when that particular assignment is due. But in any case, you can get to the assignments from here or from the links in the modules. For example, one of the assignments that due in the first week is a module quiz and a lab. So, okay, let's go back to the home page and the navigation. We also have a Zoom link here, and any scheduled Zoom meetings you can access through here. So I already have the first one scheduled. By the time you see this recording, you probably will have a few other meetings already scheduled. But anyway, you can access them here. I'll also be sending out an announcement in most cases whenever we have an upcoming scheduled Zoom meeting. Okay, I think the rest of the navigation is pretty self-explanatory. Let's now move on to the most important of these navigation options, which is the modules. Okay, let's take a look at the Start Here module, where you'll find a welcome video, the syllabus, a calendar, and the weekly calendar that gives you the start and end dates for each week. This is just like what you saw on the home page, this weekly calendar here. Okay, once you've viewed those documents, be sure you can log into Netacad. Okay, so this is where the curriculum materials can be found, as well as quizzes and exams. You should have received an email inviting you to the course by now, and you should have gone ahead and logged into Netacad and started accessing the course. So let's click there, and you need to make sure that you can log into Netacad. Okay, so you are brought to this window, which is going to essentially open the Netacad from in a new window. And if you're not already logged into Netacad, you're going to be required to enter a login now. So if you're not already logged in, then you will go to the login button and enter your login information, which should be your YC email address, and of course your password, whatever your password might be. Okay, and once you're logged in, your view might be a little different than mine because I'm an instructor. But in any case, you'll find the CNT140 course, routing and switching, and you'll do launch course. You'll notice that the Netacad course looks very similar to my college Canvas courses because they also use Canvas. So they've got things organized by modules as well. So just click on modules, and really the only thing that you need from the modules in the Netacad course is the course content link and then the group exams, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Oh, as well as the final exam. We'll talk about those a little bit later, but in any case, let's launch the curriculum. So you click on the Introduction to Networks course and click again to load it in a new window, and you get to the course curriculum. Okay, let's look at a few elements of the course curriculum. First off, there's going to be under each module an introduction that says at the very beginning, why should I take this module? So a brief description of why that module is important and the types of things that you will learn in completing the module. Okay, so those are the first two, let's say, pages of each module in the NetAcad curriculum. From there, you have content. So you need to read the content. In some cases, you're going to see some embedded videos. You'll want to take a look at those embedded videos. And then every once in a while, you're going to, again, page through the content. Every once in a while, you're going to come up with a page that says check your understanding. Okay, the check your understanding is usually just a few questions to make sure that you understood what was just presented. So you want to do those until you feel comfortable that you know the material. If you don't know the answer to a question, I would go back and find that material somewhere in the sections that you just read and read it over until you can answer the question correctly. And you can do these as many times as you want until you feel comfortable. These don't count towards your grade at all. They're just for you to check your understanding. All right, let me skip ahead. Another thing that you're going to find, like I said, some embedded videos. The one about downloading and installing Packet Tracer, you might want to take a look at that one. You do not have to download Packet Tracer from the NetAcad site, although you can. We also have a link to the Packet Tracer executable and installation program in the Start Here module, so you can download it from the Canvas course. Okay, one video that you should probably take a look at for sure would be the Getting Started in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, I would read that video, especially if you're not very familiar with Packet Tracer. You should have some familiarity with it because you should have used it in CNT100 or CNT101, the prerequisite courses. But in any case, depending if you forgot about Packet Tracer, you want to watch that video. Periodically throughout the curriculum, you're going to have a Packet Tracer embedded lab. I also have the links to all the labs in Canvas, so you don't have to necessarily do those Packet Tracer labs right here as you're going through the curriculum. You can go through the module and then go back and access the labs from the by College Canvas course. I'll just show you real quick what I'm talking about. So from our Canvas course, you're going to see under labs the same lab that you just saw in the curriculum there. Okay, there's a bunch of them in Module 2 and a few in Module 3 and so forth. All right. Okay, another element that you'll find in each of the curriculum modules is the module practice and quiz. So when you click at that, that's at the very end of each NetAcad module, of which there are 17 of them. So you'll see what did I learn, so it's kind of a review of what you went over in that module. And sometimes this might be totally review for you. If it is, because you've took the 100 or 101 course pretty recently and you remember most of it, you might even want to sometimes skip to the what did I learn part and see if you already know it. You could even look at the module quiz, which follows the what did I learn, and see if you know that information pretty well. There's a lot of material to get over, and if you already know some stuff, you may want to skip certain parts if that you're really solid with. Okay, coming on to this next part, 1.10.2 here, the module quiz. Now this is very important because it does count towards your grade. There's one at the end of every NetAcad module, and you're going to do these quizzes, and you're going to take a screenshot of your results at the end. You can take these as many times as you want until you get a perfect score if you want, but you do need to submit them before the due date in order to get full credit, and the screenshot must show your score. So I'm going to show you real quick what I mean. I'm just going to quickly answer. I don't know I'm just picking random answers here. These questions. There's typically going to be around, I think, 15 or so questions in each of these quizzes. And again, don't worry about my score. It might be a 0 for all I know. I just want to show you what I expect you to take a screenshot of when you're done. So when you're done answering all the questions, do a check, and you'll see, oh boy, I got a whole 2 out of 15 questions right. So this is what I want you to take the screenshot of. Whatever tool you want to use, you can use snipping tool, you can use whatever tool that you want, as long as it shows your results. Let me bring that back up. And then you take a screenshot by clicking on the snipping tool, which I had off screen, and just do something like this. Okay, once you've taken the screenshot, then you want to save this file because you're going to submit it to an assignment. If you don't take the screenshot that includes the results, then you're not going to get credit for doing that quiz. All right. I'm not going to save this one, but you need to save yours to a place where you'll be able to find it and submit it to the assignment. Okay, so that pretty much covers the NetAcad curriculum and navigating through it. Now there's a few items up here. You can bookmark some pages. You can go to a course index and jump directly to a particular section of the curriculum. However it is that you want to navigate is up to you. But that's what these here are. You can also do a search looking for a particular keyword perhaps. So if you want to find somewhere in the curriculum where, let's say, the word subnet is mentioned, you can do a search for subnet and it'll show you all the sections of the curriculum where that particular word can be found. So when you're looking to review stuff, this is a good tool to use to quickly find sections of the curriculum where that you're interested in. Okay, jumping back to the course, the YC Canvas course, let's see a little bit more of what's in the Start Here module. All right, so as I said, we add links to Packet Tracer in here, so you can download and install Packet Tracer from here, or you can download it directly from the NetAcad curriculum, whichever your preference is. I would recommend the 64-bit version if your system supports that. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then you'll do the 32-bit version. Okay, the last thing in the Start Here is a course readiness check. These are actually worth a few points of your grade, so you need to go ahead and do these. I just want to make sure, and you need to make sure, that you can take a screenshot and upload it to an assignment. So this says take a screenshot of the NetAcad curriculum first page. So what this is an assignment. So you click on that and it gives you some instructions and sign into the NetAcad site, access a CNT140 course, and open the curriculum to 1.0.1. Why should I take this module? Take a screenshot of that page and submit it to the screenshot. Submit the screenshot file to this assignment. Okay, so what you should do to follow these instructions is make sure you open the NetAcad curriculum, go to 1.0.1, and then take the screenshot. I'll bring up the snipping tool again, or whatever tool you want to use. Okay, there's the snipping tool. Just say new, take a screenshot of the whole page, part of the page, whatever you want to do. Save that. Depends on where you want to save it. I'll just save it to documents, and I'll just say first page. Okay, I think a PNG will work just fine, but you can change it if you want. All right, so I've saved that screenshot file. Now I want to go back to the assignment, and I want to do submit assignment. Okay, when you say submit assignment, you'll see an option to do a file upload. So choose file upload, or choose file, and then go to documents where you saved it. Here's my first page. Open and submit assignment. Okay, and that's all there is to it. I just need you to do that first assignment. I need it to be completed by Wednesday of the first week of class. That's October 14th. Most assignments are going to be due at the end of the week on Sunday at midnight, but I want this one done early so that I know that you're participating in the course, and I know that you know how to take a screenshot and so forth. All right, let's go back to modules and look at the other one. The other first assignment, the course readiness assignment, is Packet Tracer. So click on that assignment. It says open the attached Packet Tracer file and follow the instructions. Upload the file to this assignment. Okay, so you need to have Packet Tracer already installed in order to do this assignment. So if you haven't done that, then get it done before doing this assignment. This one again is due Wednesday by midnight. So open the file. You can right click and download it first, or you can just click on it and it will download the file for you. Click on the download file and it will open it in Packet Tracer. Okay, this Packet Tracer assignment is already complete. Just save the file as your name, PT. For example, if your name's Greg Tomshow, save it as Greg Tomshow PT. So, and then upload the file. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to say File, Save As, and I'm going to save it to Documents. You save it to wherever you want, wherever you save these kinds of things. If I were you, I would create a folder under Documents named CNT140 where you can save all the stuff that you need to save there. All right, so Greg Tomshow PT is the name of the file. So I saved it there. I can close Packet Tracer. I don't need to save it. Save my work. I've already saved it. And submit assignment. Choose file. There's my Packet Tracer file. Open. Submit assignment. Okay, so that's all there is to those first two assignments. Again, make sure you do them by Wednesday of this week by midnight. If you do not submit any assignments, these course readiness assignments, by Wednesday of the first week, then on Friday, if you still haven't submitted them, then you will be dropped from the course. You must do this so I know that you're participating in the course. Okay, so that's all happening in the Start Here module. Let's look at week 1. Week 1 starts off with, which are already in week 1. Be sure you did the assignments in the course readiness check. Okay. Each week you're going to have some reading, some assignments, and some labs. There might even be some weeks where there's additional sections here. There might possibly be a week where you don't have one of these sections. But my guess is that every week you're going to have these 3 sections and possibly more. So that's probably the order that you should do these the material each week. You should go over the module, the NetAcad module. You might want to go over the PowerPoint, which basically reiterates the NetAcad module, but obviously in shorter form. And then at the end of the course module, remember, you'll have a module quiz, and you'll need to take a screenshot showing me your results, and then upload that screenshot to the assignment. And then this lab. Now, in this case, this lab, there's nothing to turn in. This is just for you to do and to learn. But I'll warn you that if you don't do the packet tracer labs, if you don't do the labs in general, you will have a very hard time doing some of the other assignments that are presented that are based on what you should have learned in the labs. For example, in week 2, there are some lab assignments. These might also be called skills assignments. Okay, so these are lab assignments that I created that are based on what you should have learned from doing these labs, these packet tracer labs. All right. So if you don't do these packet tracer labs, there might be a good chance that you don't know how to do these lab assignments, because these do not have step-by-step instructions. These are just configure it this way. And if you don't know how to do that, then you'd better go back and review these packet tracer labs, which do have step-by-step instructions. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Hopefully you have a good idea of how this course is going to work. I might also have in these modules some recorded videos of lectures. Most likely they'll be the Zoom lectures, so if you missed one online, if you missed it on the day that we did the Zoom lecture, I will have a recording within a day or two posted in that particular weekly module. Make sure you get your material, your assignments and so forth turned in on time. Points will be deducted for late submissions, although you can submit assignments late. But if you go a couple, 3 weeks without turning anything in, I will withdraw you from the course for lack of participation. So if something happens and you get behind and you can't submit anything for an entire week, you need to let me know immediately. Tell me what the situation is, and we'll work something out. But do not go more than a week without letting me know that you haven't been able to turn assignments in. And you need to get caught up just as soon as possible. There is a lot of material in this course. You are going to be having to spend probably a couple hours every day to get through all of the modules, all of the quizzes, all of the labs, and all of the assignments. So schedule your time wisely, and let me know if you have any questions or problems. I'll do everything I can to help you to be successful in the course. And I will be seeing you, I think, on Monday, 5:30 p.m. on a live Zoom session. We'll see you then.